Now today we are going to start new topic, the solutions of the triangles. The three sides and three angles of a triangle are called as parts of the triangle. Now consider this triangle ABC. Capital ABC are the vertices. These small ABC are the length of the sides of the triangle. At vertex A, measure of angle A is capital A. At vertex B, measure of angle is capital B. At vertex C, measure of angle is capital C. So, this small ABC, that is length of the sides of the triangle, and measure of angles are called the parts of the triangle. Solving a triangle means finding the unknown parts of the triangle from the known parts. In general, a triangle can be solved if we know three of its parts, at least one of which is a side. That means here in triangle ABC, if we know any three parts, then we find a remaining three parts. There is one condition, at least one of which is a side. Means from this triangle, this small ABC, at least one side must be present while calculating the solution of a triangle. Consider triangle capital ABC. The points ABC are the vertices of triangle ABC. The angle of triangle are angle A, angle B, angle C. Their measures are denoted by capital A, capital B, capital C respectively. The length of the side BC, CA, AB are denoted by small abc respectively. Here we observe that small abc are positive real numbers. That means side length is always positive. And the measure of angle are also positive and less than 180 degree. Because the sum of all the angles is 180 degree. Find the solution of triangle, we first do the following result. So for finding the solutions, we know these rules: sine rule, cosine rule, projection rule. So we first see. Now see the statement of sine rule. If capital ABC are the measures of the angle of triangle ABC and small abc are the length of the sides opposite to the angles capital ABC respectively, then A upon sin A, B upon sin B, C upon sin C is equals to 2R. R is the circumradius of triangle ABC. Now we see proof for sine ratio: A upon sin A, B upon sin B, C upon sin C. Now consider triangle ABC. Vertex A at standard position. Standard position means vertex at origin. So we consider here vertex A at origin. So the coordinate of A is 0, 0. Angle at A is A. Angle at B is capital B. Angle at C is capital C. Now length of AB, that is small c. Length of BC, that is small a. Length of AC, that is small b. Now from the diagram, this point P is on x-axis. So the coordinate of this point B is this length AB is small c. So we write here x coordinate c. On x-axis y coordinate is 0. So the coordinate of B is c0. Now we have to find the coordinate of C. We discuss about polar coordinate form. So from that we know the formula: x is equals to r cos theta, y is equals to r sin theta. So using this result, we write coordinate of point C, that is x is equals to in place of r in diagram magnitude is b. r cos theta. In place of theta we have to write a. Angle is a. For y equals to b sin a. So the coordinate of point C r. So the coordinate of point C we write b cos a and b sin a. Now if we draw a perpendicular from this C on this x-axis or on side AB at point M. So this will be the height of that triangle, and this height is the y coordinate. That means we write length of CM is equals to height, that is b sin a. B sin a. Denote this as equation number 1. Now if we consider vertex B at standard position, now in second diagram, when vertex B at standard position, then coordinate of this point B is 0, 0. Now the coordinate of point A, now first we write the length, here AB opposite to C, so it is small c. A opposite to A is small a, opposite to this B is small b. Therefore length of AB, BC, as we write in previous, you have to write it. Now the coordinate of point A. Point A is on negative x-axis, so its value is small c, and on x-axis y coordinate is 0. Here at B, angle is capital B. Now we require angle with positive x-axis, so this total angle is pi. So the remaining angle here, pi minus b. So the angle made by the side BC with positive x-axis is pi minus b. So we have to write the coordinate of point C. For that we write x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. Now here in place of r, this length is a, so we write here a cos. In place of theta we have to write pi minus b. So we know that cos of pi minus theta is minus cos theta, so we write here a into minus cos b. So that is minus a cos b. Similarly, for this y equals to r sin theta, we write y is equals to, in place of r we substitute a. In place of theta we replace pi minus b, and we know the formula for sin pi minus theta, that is sin theta. So we write here a sin b. Now again, if we consider the height of this triangle, if we draw a perpendicular on side AB, CM is the height, and coordinate of C we write here minus a cos b, a sin b. Now length of CM, that is y coordinate, so we get here length of CM is equal to a sin b. Denote this as equation number 2. Now from equation 1 and equation 2, both are the heights of same triangle. That means from equation 1 and 2 we write so from equation 1 and 2 we write b sin a equals to a sin b. If we rearrange it, so we get here a upon sin a, in LHS b upon sin b. If we consider the side AB, we get b upon sin b equals to a upon sin b. In place of this AB, if we consider this side AC, so we get a upon sin A is equal to c upon sin b. In place of AB, if we consider this side BC along x-axis, then we get c upon sin c is is equals to B upon sin B. So from these three we can write A upon sin A is equals to B upon sin B is equals to C upon sin C. In this way you can write proof for sine rule. Now next rule is cosine rule. Its statement: if ABC are the measures of the angles of triangle ABC and small abc are the length of the sides opposite to the angles ABC respectively, then first a square equals to b square plus c square minus twice bc cos a. Second, b square equals to c square plus a square minus twice ca cos b. And third, c square equals to a square plus b square minus twice ab cos c. Now for first we see its proof. So we take here two possibilities. At A, angle is either acute or A is obtuse angle. So we consider for acute angle. If we consider triangle ABC whose vertex A at standard position, that means coordinate of A is 0, 0. Then sides are A, B, C. This point B is on x-axis, so the coordinate of point B is this length is C. Therefore, its coordinates are C0. Coordinate of point C that we already discussed in previous proof, that is in sine rule. Coordinate of C, that is x equals to r cos theta. From that we write here instead of theta here is A, instead of r here is B. So we write here B cos A, B sin A. Now similarly in obtuse angle also you can write the same. Now we have to write the proof from acute angle considering. Now here length of BC equals to small a. Now we can calculate length of BC by using distance formula also. So we calculate length of BC is equal to under root. By using the formula x2 minus x1 its square plus y2 minus y1 its square. For our simplicity we consider this as x2 y2 and this as x1 y1. So by using the formula x2 minus x1 we write here x2 is b cos a minus x1 is c, b cos a its square plus y2 minus y1, y2 is b sin a minus y1 is 0 its square. So squaring on both sides, if we square or we simplify it first. By using the formula a minus b bracket square we write here b square cos square a plus c square minus 2 times bc cos a. And for this we write directly, because b minus sin a minus 0 we get b sin a its square. So we write here plus b square sin square a. Therefore length of BC is equal to. Now if you observe b square cos square a, b square sin square a, you can take b square common from first and last term. So in the root we write here b square in bracket cos square a plus sin square a. Now the remaining term is plus c square minus twice bc cos a plus c square minus twice bc cos a. Now by using the identity we write sin square a cos square a as 1. So the first term is b square plus c square minus twice bc cos a. Now this is the value. If you observe this value b square plus c square, b square plus c square minus twice bc cos a in a root. So if we replace length of bc, or we write this as b square plus c square minus twice bc cos a, as from equation 1 we write it as 1 from equation 1. Now squaring on both sides. After squaring we get a square is equal to b square plus c square minus twice bc cos a. This is the first proof. In same way we can write proof for b square equals to, we can write proof for c square equals to. When we require proof for b square, we have to take vertex b at standard position. When we require c square equals to, then we require that vertex c at standard position. In this way we write proof for cosine rule. Next is projection rule. If ABC are the measures of angle of triangle ABC and ABC are the length of the sides opposite to the angle capital ABC respectively, then number 1, A equals to B cos C plus C cos B. Second, B equals to A cos C plus C cos A. Third, C equals to A cos B plus B cos A. This rule is called projection rule. We are not taking its proof because from syllabus this part is omitted, so we have to use this for solving the problems only. Now next part is application of sine rule, cosine rule and projection rules. These three rules we use for the proof of half angle formulae, the formula for area of triangle, Hero's formula and Napier's analogy. So we use three half angle formulas for sine ratio. Theorem statement is, in any triangle ABC, if twice s equals to a plus b plus c, then sine a by 2 is root of s minus b into s minus c upon bc. Similarly for sine b by 2, it is root of sine, it is root of s minus c, s minus a upon ca, and for sine c by 2 it is root of s minus a, s minus b upon ab. Similarly for cos ratio, in any triangle ABC, if twice s equals to a plus b plus c, then cos a by 2 equals to root of s minus a upon bc. Cos b by 2 is root of s minus b upon ac, and cos c by 2 is s minus c upon ab. Then the formula for area of triangle. Given statement is, prove that the area of triangle ABC is given by delta equals to half of BC sin A, half of CA sin B, half of AB sin C. But we are not taking its proof, so we have to remember this formula. If you observe, when we take the angle A, then side its length opposite to A is absent, that is BC sin A. When we consider the angle B, then side opposite to B, that is small b, is absent, so we write here half CA sin B, and here when we consider the angle C, here side opposite to angle C is absent, so we half AB sin C. This is formula for area of triangle when one angle is given and two sides are given. Now Hero's formula. If ABC are the length of side BC, AC and AB of triangle ABC, and A plus B plus C equals to twice S, then the area of triangle ABC is delta equals to under root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. This formula you studied in class 10 also, but here we prove this by using the formula delta equals to half BC sin A, or delta equals to half AC sin B, or delta equals to half AB sin C. Due to the reason of syllabus reduces, we are not taking the proof of this theorem. So you have to remember these statements as it is. Now in next lecture, we will see the problems on these theorems.